Oh, good to see you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Black Mirror Season 5. Do you think the world has gone crazy that it actually gives you more of a canvas to play with and to draw around and to, like, nothing is too far-fetched?
It's probably more of a distraction to us, actually, during the, what we don't tend to do, actually, when we're making the show, we don't, like, for instance, look at the news and go, right, we're going to do an episode about that specifically. What we do is, because the story ideas come out of observations or thoughts or debates we're having in the office, and so as a result, we end up, I guess, reflecting what's going on in the world in many ways. And it's interesting because it's a very, like, when we started doing the show, it was 2011, and the world was it felt like a different place, and people's relationship with technology was in a different place. And now a lot of those things are in flux. And so, but I don't think it makes doing the show any more challenging so much as it makes being a human being on the planet more challenging.
Some people say that you try to foresee the future, or you try to even outdo reality.
I think if you're trying to outdo reality, then you probably start losing any relevance. You know, there's got to be, it's often an extrapolation or an sarcastic exaggeration of a situation we're already in. And it's just seeing, you know, sometimes it's seeing where the worst case scenario can take you, but often in very small ways. So Smithereens, one of the episodes in this season, starring Andrew Scott, is a very grounded, very realistic film about his individual relationship with technology and what
social
it's like
media.
And social media, yes, and how he manages that. And that's probably trying not to give any spoilers away, but you know, that's a key relationship to him, and he's constantly questioning his management of it. And it's interesting that I think for a lot of people in today's world, one of their key relationships that they're managing is with their phone or with their technology, and it's in some ways testing and challenging their real life relationships.
Everywhere you look, people are hooked on the things.
So that's a very contemporary theme.
Yeah,
so it's not always trying to outdo reality, it's sometimes telling stories that aren't being told in other shows.
You know who I blame in that whole, if people are looking at their phones too much, that's real life's fault, because real life is clearly disappointing and rubbish compared with whatever's on your phone. So real life needs to flipping pull its socks up and start being better.
I'm surprised you're not looking at your phone now.
I know.
Why aren't you? When we were just
normally when you're here, I'm like, phone, deal with her.
Well, you talked about Andrew Scott, but you also have a couple of Avengers. The first episode, you have Andrew Mackie and Paul Klimentov, who are amazing. And you have Miley Cyrus.
I know.
Right? This is a bit...
I know.
So how do you get all these huge names to come on the show? And how was it working with Miley on this...
Blackmail, that's how we get them. No, it was for us, it's not like we go, we'll get Miley Cyrus, definitely, we'll be able to do that. We didn't think we'd get her. I'd written a script, and then we had a conversation about who could play this part of a big international pop star. And we thought a dream casting would be somewhat Miley Cyrus, but that felt a bit like saying, you know, maybe we'll resurrect Alfred Hitchcock to direct this episode, you know. But we thought there was nothing to lose by sending a script to her people, which we managed to do, and then she got back to us really quickly, and we were like, what? Is this a hoax? And so we were amazed, and we had a Skype call was arranged, and very quickly it became apparent that she's very intelligent. She really responded to the script. She's got a very good sense of humour and a really good sense of the absurd. She's very grounded for somebody who's had her life and swims in the waters she has to swim in. And she really wanted to do it. And so it was sort of, you know, from that point on, fairly plain sailing, because she was sort of game for anything.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great episode.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Believe it.
Get the cable out of my ass! Holy shit! Pull it out! Oh, God, that's a relief.